Hi Cancer, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your February 2020 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So Cancer, for this reading, I'm using the Radiant Wise Tarot deck. I'm also pulling you an Oracle of the Fairies Oracle card by Karen Kay. I'm using the same format that I've used in the past. I'm putting down the first layer, which is looking at the upcoming future energies, and then the second layer, which is really just clarifying those. All right, what does Cancer need to know for February 2020? What does Cancer have coming up for February? Been seeing the star come up quite a bit for a lot of the other signs, Cancer. Okay. All right, so the overall energy for you guys for February is we have the Eight of Wands. Communication. For some of you, there could be a lot of communication taking place here in February, maybe a lot of back and forth. Also, the energy could be shifting where if you felt stuck prior, for me, sometimes with the Eight of Wands, it can kind of be, you know, when it rains, it pours. All of a sudden, a lot is taking place all at once. And so for some of you, that's how this will resonate. Let's see here. Okay, Eight of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Oh my, okay. Six of Cups. I have the King of Wands here. So maybe some of you Cancers, there is... Okay, we have the Page of Swords here. There might be a Leo, an Aries, or Sagittarius person who's significant. This could be someone who's reaching out to you. Now, maybe this could be a family member. It could be someone you grew up with. Maybe you haven't seen this person in a very long time. We have the Six of Cups here with the 10 of Pentacles. So maybe this is a relative who is reaching out to you all of a sudden. Or an old friend. For others, you could be reconciling. This could be you getting maybe back together with a King of Wands. Six of Cups, something to do with the past. Some of you could be receiving a gift as well. If you are a Cancer male, this King of Wands could be your energy, and maybe you are reaching out to someone. You could be very generous, very sweet. Could be with a family member. If it's not romantic, it could be with a family member. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to put down the second layer. Clarifying these energies for Cancer for February 2020. All right, that's interesting. We have the Seven of Rods with the Five of Swords, Cancer. So maybe for some of you, you could have gotten into a fight. This could be maybe in January or maybe even right now. There could have been a battle, a fight. Could be with this King of Wands. Something could have happened, but maybe some of you are making up with this person. For some of you, you could be forgiving this person. I am getting forgiveness. So maybe there was a fight. This could be your husband with that 10 of Pentacles. He could be your husband. Two of Rods. Okay. So right now, some of you could be making an important decision. Others, you're planning, you're getting organized, you're weighing the options. Some of you maybe have a decision that you need to make now. It could be in regards to that King of Wands. Do you want to maybe forgive him? Do you want to get back together with him for some of you? This could be someone who's texting you. Do you text back? Do you respond? This could be a love interest for those of you that are single. This could be someone who is reaching out to you. It could be social media now. We've seen the Page of Swords here. So it could be that someone is spying. Someone is interested in you, Cancer. They're maybe watching you online. For some of you, that's exactly what this is. There could be a strong attraction here. If you are dating someone, you could be falling for that person. For some of you, right at the center here, and you have some majors. We have the star crossed by the moon. And so what's needed here at the start of February is having faith. Having faith. Some of you are on a journey. Could be just starting out on this journey here. Things are beginning to happen now. Maybe prior you felt stuck, but the energy will shift in February with the Eight of Wands. There will be forward movement. So here at the start of February, very much needing to have faith, because some of you are maybe traveling into the unknown here. You know, not all is known as you embark on this journey. And so needing to listen to your intuition, and that could be a challenge for you as well, Cancer, is listening to your intuition with the moon in this position. So listen to your intuition, have faith, move forward confidently. You are very much being divinely guided. With the star, for me, it can confirm that you're on the right path. You're making the right decisions. Some of you are healing. There's a tremendous amount of healing energy here. You could be learning something. Something could be coming to light. It might have been in the dark. And if it's not happening at the start of the month, it's going to happen in February. If you have not found something out that was hidden, that could be surfacing, but it's very, I feel like for the majority of you, it's actually very pleasant. It's very positive. Could even be something you are wishing for, Cancer, but you have this tremendous amount of healing energy. Clarifying the star, I have the Four of Swords, so this is peace. This is peace. And some of you Cancers, you're going to maybe pause, take a break, spend some time alone. Again, you're on a journey, and we have the World here. So the World can represent you starting that next chapter of your life, that next phase, that next chapter. And so oftentimes I say with the World, you know, it's a process. So this, I feel like at the start of February, you are embarking on this journey. This is one you're going to be successful with. Absolutely. Something you're maybe it was like a childhood dream. I'm getting that for some of you. Something you always wanted. You're leveling up in some way. This is like the pause before you actually really embark on this. Now, maybe physical travel is coming up for you. For some of you, that could be taking place as well. But this is peace. This is a pause. It's maybe even some physical healing that's taking place. You could be resting and taking a break. Maybe you're going on vacation here. Others, you're about to embark on this journey where I think there are some unknowns. And this is kind of like you recharging before you do that, which is good. Now, prior, I have the Hanged Man with the Three of Pentacles. So I think that you were waiting prior. There could have been a delay with this. With the Hanged Man energy, some of you could have felt stuck. Now, this could be on the work front. You could be moving up within the workplace. Maybe you were waiting on a coworker. For those of you that don't work for a living, it could be a project. For those of you that this is a physical move, Maybe you purchased a home, you could have been working on the home. This is you maybe taking a break before you actually move into the home. So we see this pause prior, or you waiting prior. There is this nice healing energy. There also could have been a realization for those of you that I mentioned maybe something being in the dark, something hidden coming to light. You could have realized something prior for some of you with the Hanged Man energy, seeing something from a different perspective. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that for some of you in the recent past. And you have an awful lot of majors here. So when you have a lot of majors, you're going through change. You're going through significant changes here in February. We have judgment, we have justice in the recent past. So for some of you, Cancers, this is maybe a legal matter. Maybe it was a long legal matter, and now it's time for you to rest. You could have had that legal decision come in maybe in January. So something is resolved, something is done for some of you with judgment and justice. So for those of you that it's a legal matter, you might have received that legal decision, and now you're healing. Some of you feel at peace. Others, a Libra, a Pisces, an Aquarius could be significant. Judgment can speak about second chances. Are you starting all over again? And so, yeah, there's an awful lot of healing energy here. So for some of you, this is you pausing. This is you resting. This is you healing. You went through something prior. Now, crowning you, we have the Ace of Cups with the Eight of Cups. So oftentimes when I have judgment with the Ace of Cups in a spread, it's talking about forgiveness. So for some of you, you have this person maybe from the past. Could be this King of Wands here. Someone who maybe wants to re-enter your life. They're maybe reaching out to you. This could be unexpected for some of you. And so you're considering forgiving this person. For some of you, this is someone you've already been with in the past. Eight of Cups for me oftentimes can be you letting go of someone, you moving on, but sometimes this person actually, they just come right back around. And so for some of you, this is someone coming back in. And so, yeah, with judgment, this person could have reached out to you prior, but you're kind of pausing, you're waiting, you're thinking about it. Do you forgive this person? Others, this is you healing yourself. This, for me, it speaks about self-love, self-care. Yeah, some of you are healing, definitely feel that very strongly. You're listening to your intuition. You could be moving forward in a particular direction, could be letting go of certain things, or maybe a relationship. Yeah, this is all about peace, harmony, balance, self-love. With justice here, we have the Two of Pentacles here coming up in the near future. Yeah, so bringing in that balance, feeling more balanced and whole for some of you. Yeah, this is all about you healing. So at this time, because we have the Two of Rods here as well, some of you Cancers could be making a decision. It could be a decision in regards to a child. If you are waiting on a decision, that could be coming in here around this time. I feel like some of you are parents. Could be spending time with a child here at this time. You might be juggling. Maybe some of you are taking some time off of work. Or if you did go away, if you were on vacation, here around the second week For some of you, you're juggling. You might have a little bit more going on here at this time versus at the start of the month. But this is you feeling very happy. This is you shining bright. Also, with the moon and the sun here, again, something that was hidden maybe at the start of the month could be surfacing. You could be finding it out here at this time. Something being exposed. Something coming to light. Now, coming up around the third week, in the position of your power, I have the World. So we have the World twice. We have the Devil. So something that was toxic or unhealthy, it can be an addiction, it can be a friendship, something toxic, something no longer serving you. I feel like this is what you're letting go of. I see some of you resting, taking a break. I could even be reading for some Cancers that you've maybe prior you decided to separate yourself and take a break from a relationship. I see some of you maybe deciding, coming to the conclusion that maybe you want to let go of a relationship, and by you doing that, you're actually leveling up. Around the second week, you could be weighing your options, going back and forth. Some of you could even be changing your mind quite a bit, but I feel like some of you ultimately, this is actually a pause because you're contemplating letting go of something that's no longer serving you, and by you doing that, you're leveling up. You're healing, you're moving on, you're starting something new. For some of you, it's like that next chapter. This will be an increase in energy. You're going to feel lighter. Yeah. In the position of how others are viewing you, I have the Five of Wands. I have the Knight of Swords. Which is taking action. Maybe someone does not agree, Cancer, with what you're doing. Or it could even be multiple people here at this time. Energy around the third week where there's disagreements, there's misunderstandings, or there's jealousy, there's competition, or people opposing you, or someone opposing you. Could be a younger air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that some of you you've paused, you've reflected on something, you've come to, for some of you, a conclusion here. You've made a decision. I feel like you're moving forward with that decision. You could be leaving an environment, leaving someone, something behind. And this is why they're viewing you like this, is because they see you charging forward and they don't like what you're doing. So I feel like there's people opposing you. There's people that don't agree with you. But I feel like you're going to do what you want to do. What's needed is listening to your intuition. Now, we have Judgment in the recent past. We also have the Hanged Man here with the Star. So very much, if you feel inspired to act, if you feel the need to move in a certain direction, you know, then you need to do what you feel is right. And I think that people are trying to maybe change your mind. Maybe someone is trying to keep you trapped in some way. So if you feel inspired to take some sort of action, you know, do what you feel is right. Because I feel like, you know, you are making the right decisions here. You are very much being divinely guided here. And I feel like you're on the right path. And you know it. And you know it. Maybe for some of you that's a challenge, is connecting with your intuition here. Maybe right at the start of the month. But, you know, meditate. Spend that time alone. I feel like you know, Cancer, intuitively what you should do. It might have something to do with a child. Could be that some of you Cancers, maybe you're moving with a child. Could be physically traveling with a child. Excuse me. In the hopes and fears, I have the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Swords. So if you are dealing with a lot of fear, Cancer, if fear was preventing you from moving forward, again, you want to ground your energy, stay out of your head, try not to overly think about things, needing to free yourself from negative thinking, fearing the worst. Yeah, definitely needing to free yourself from this mental prison, take back your power, move forward confidently. Remember, needing to have faith, speak your truth, use this sword. Energy that you have coming up here going into March, we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Empress. So we do have the One here. So a difficult cycle is completing. We have the World twice. A difficult cycle is completing. Some of you need to move forward confidently. You need to believe in yourself. You need to have faith very much here in February. The past is the past. So some of you are closing the door on a tough time, a tough cycle. With the Empress energy, needing to plant new seeds. This is that fertile energy. I'm reading from maybe some of you Cancer females. You went through a difficult time. I could even be reading for some Cancer females. You might be pregnant, or you might have had some difficulties in that department. There could have been a loss. If that's the case, I do apologize. I'm sorry for your loss. But with the Moon and the Empress here in the spread, I could be reading for some Cancers that maybe a pregnancy is significant, or maybe someone around you is pregnant. There could be a surgery here for those of you that are recovering. It could be that you're going to be having surgery, or a woman in your life. This could be your wife, this could be your mother. There could be a woman in your life that has to have surgery. Maybe she has to travel for this surgery. But let me go ahead. Let me pull you some additional guidance cards. Cancer. You do have aces here. You have a 10. You have the World twice. You have these major arcanas. You have a couple of aces. So a cycle is ending. For some of you, each chapter is ending. Yeah, definitely needing to ground yourself here. First, second week of February. Get outdoors, ground yourself. All right, focusing on love life for Cancer. February. If you're in a relationship, or there's a friendship, someone you're not getting along with, if you're constantly bickering, if there's constant little battles, that might not be the healthiest. You might have to make a decision about that friendship, that relationship, Cancer. All right, so if you're wondering how the other person is feeling about you, this is for Cancer's person. For those of you that you have an ex that's trying to come back in, or someone around you, let's see how they're feeling, what they're thinking. What I'm going to do, for those of you that are physically recovering here, Cancer, because I'm reading for some Cancers, you are physically maybe recovering. You might have had surgery or you're waiting to have surgery prior. Maybe you're just taking it easy at the start of the month. You might have surgery coming up for you later on in February. I'm going to pull you guys a Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle card. For those of you that you have something going on the health front, I'm not a doctor. This is just giving you a little guidance. Cancer. If you are having surgery and you're scared, try to stay out of your head. Worrying is not going to serve you well. It's not in your best interest. What I'm seeing here is, you know, if you're a very spiritual person, pray, stay positive. Needing to stay positive. That's so very important. Okay. So we have nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. So you have signs. There's signs, there's omens. Get outdoors because that is where these signs are going to happen the most, Cancer. So needing to get outdoors. Take a walk. If it's warm where you are, get outdoors. There could be so many different things that take place, but you will have signs in February. You will see signs. There will be omens that your loved ones are around you, but also that you're very much being spiritually guided. You have a tremendous amount of spiritual and healing energy around you, and you're very... For some of you, you're psychic. You're very intuitive here in the month of February. So something could happen outdoors. And it might confirm to you, Cancer. It might show you that everything is going to be okay. Looking at love life, we do have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So, those of you that are partnered, those of you that are getting back together with someone, maybe what's needed is a vacay because you have this healing energy. We see some of you maybe having some downtime here at the start of the month. This might be what's needed is to get away, to travel. And if you're wondering how the other person is feeling about you, I wish we could be together right now. So someone is longing for you. That's what I'm getting with this. That's why we have the Six of Cups here. We have this King of Wands. You could also be longing to be with them. So there's communication that's coming in. So many of you will hear from someone. If you feel divinely inspired to reach out to someone, then you should do that, Cancer. Here, you know, what's interesting is I was looking at health matters and we have relationship. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. And so for some of you, a relationship is healing, or you're simply healing yourself because I got self-love so very strongly here. And so some of you, you're healing from a relationship matter. Absolutely. Okay, and we have hydration. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating and guiding me to drink more water so that my health, energy, and appetite stay at optimal levels throughout each day. And so hydration. So if you are healing, if you do have something in the health front, make sure you're drinking enough water, okay? And that could be the challenge. We have the moon here. We also have the Ace of Cups. For some of you, that's actually what is needed, is drinking more water, okay? Connecting with your intuition more as well, okay? Cancer, this is a very good reading. Third week energy, be aware, people going against you. Listen to your intuition. You're on the right path. A chapter is ending, a cycle is ending, so stay positive, okay? All right, Cancer. Hope you found this reading helpful. Have a great month, guys.